I was going to make a suggestion. I know we talked about, Chet said the family reunion being the 3rd or 4th week in July. That may or may not be a problem because of the 4th of July. And there are a lot of us that make plans, and there are a lot of us, like me, that have another side of my family. And the other side of my family has a family reunion every other year, and that family reunion is the 3rd weekend in July. So the 3rd weekend in July is not going to work for me. And so then I would suggest, if not the 4th week in July, what goes on in June? Is it June a bad month? June is a bad month. Is school not out? Graduation goes on in June.
What about the 4th week in July? That's we were going to bring the table. We're going to go ahead and.
Well, that would, I know, but that would be what I guess I really want to ask is if the 3rd week and the 4th week of July are going to be the only options.
Glory be. Good evening, everyone. I want to report from Denver, Colorado. I should give it to Carla. She is a lady who does other things from Denver, Colorado. She said, Carla, where you at, girlfriend? She skipped out. Glory be. Well, Denver wants to say thank you and welcome. We welcome to be here.
The Webb-Thomas reunion has been hosted in some cases more than once by the following cities: Gary, Indiana;
Danville, Illinois;
Milwaukee, Wisconsin;
Buffalo, New York;
Colorado Springs, Colorado;
Chicago, Illinois;
Detroit, Michigan;
Houston, Texas;
Minneapolis, Minnesota;
Dayton, Ohio;
Milan, Tennessee;
Jersey City, New Jersey;
Marion City, California;
Cleveland, Ohio;
Memphis, Tennessee;
Indianapolis, Indiana;
Denver, Colorado;
Elgin, Hart, Indiana.
All right, I want to turn the program over to one of my senior cousins that I've been looking up to for a long time, and he's going to lead the way for me.
We're going to remember our family members from the past. Now, I was there when they started at 2073 Washington Street, Gary, Indiana. And my cousins were there. Several of them are here today. They happen to live in Houston, Texas now. Jackie, would you stand? Jackie was there. Now, Jackie, correct me if I am in error, if there are others that I omitted that were there. Now, Rita, were you there?
I was there.
Rita, would you please stand? Rita. Now, Jackie, was there anyone else there that you can recall? Reg, stand, you were there. Reg, Reg was there. He was there. You see, I'm gonna tell you. We didn't do what we wanted to do. Our parents told us what to do. If there was gonna be a reunion of all the family, whatever mom and daddy said, and that right, Jackie? Edson Jr. was there too, even though he lived in the same building. And you all lived in the same building at that time? Edson was there. And of course, Beverly was there. But let me tell you something, this family is something. This family is something. By the way, Anna Ma, excuse me, were you there? Okay. All right. Anna Mae Fisher, her son and daughter and family. Isn't this sensational? The atmosphere is great. The atmosphere, double tree. We're doubling in love here. Many of us started climbing trees at a young age, but we're in the double tree here in Memphis, Tennessee, where the cookies have chocolate in it and nuts. It's just phenomenal. There's a lot of love in this family. A lot of love. Now, I'm going to move it on. I'm going to move it on. Aunt Jessie and Uncle Jay and Annie from Dayton, they got together and said, we're going to get this thing started. And they had breakfast at 2073 Washington Street in Gary, Indiana. That's only one block off of the main drag, Broadway, in Gary. Now, if in the afternoon, Madeline, in the afternoon, if it's like it's been lately, the mosquitoes were bad in the afternoon. So they took us out to the park, and I don't know whether they're having mosquito nets or what, but we had dinner out at the park that afternoon in August or whatever year it was. I was there, I don't even know what year it was. But me and Reg and Jackie, we were there, Rita, and it's been just something ever since. June, I know June, your mom was there. Betty Ellen Harrell, she was there. It was just great, and we've been going ever since. Ever since. Now, I'm going to tell you why we have done this. I owe, personally, a debt to my mother and grandmother and grandfather. She was the grandfather doing General Robinson. That's how I get on the tree, doing General. You know, General is a top rank, so you got to do what the General say. That's how Reg and I got on the family tree. We owe it to them to carry it on. You know, sometimes our children got things to do. Let me tell you, don't you get too busy to take care of mom and daddy. Because the reason why I'm here today is because everybody else is gone. And you know what? I still have tears in the back of my eyes. They're just fake. If Mama was only here, or if Grandpa was only here, if Uncle Jake was here, if Aunt Jessie was here, Aunt Viore was, Uncle Viore was here, Robert Lane Williams, all of these individuals, check, well, those were the elders. These folk over in Dayton, is Dayton represented here today?
You know it.
Uncle Harry over in Dayton. Just great role models. They was drinking back then. They were drinking back then. But they was having fun because they came out of the projects. But they still had love of the family in their heart. They loved their family. You see, everybody recently has blamed everything troubling on the